Hallelujah. Without faith it is impossible to please God. The he that cometh unto the Father must first believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Pastor Butler, Pastor Russell, Lady Butler, I really miss you. That's why I came today. I told my wife, I said, we had another engagement, but I said, no, I have to come see Pastor Butler because I really miss him. I met Pastor Butler 20 years ago on nomination day, 2002 election, as I walked into Uriah Markley Primary School to submit my nomination papers. And from then, we were very, very good friends. He was, I regard him as one of my great friends. But I must say that Camp Road is very dear to me because I grew up in Camp Road, Balls Alley. And so this church is home to me because this is where I came from. This is who I am. This is where I came from. And, we all know the struggles we all face in Camp Road and the struggles that we will continue to face. But I think, it is time for us now to really look at our problems that we face. Church, this year we have discussed the budget, and as you know that we have a national debt now of $9 billion. We have our economy shrunk by 14%, and our GDP is also $9 billion. So that means we are broke. And so it is time for us to really do something different. We must believe that God is bringing us to a new dispensation. And I always say, church, when you look at all of the financial problems we face in the country, not only nationally we are broke, but individually, the central bank governor said that 90% of each one of us that holds a bank account has less than $300 in it. So while we broke nationally, personally, we also are having our struggles, right? And so we have to do something different. But I always say beyond the economics, I think the most important thing for us to do is have a healthy country. And Pastor Russell began to speak about that today. The Diabetic Association, I spoke with them the other day, and they said that we have 155,000 Bahamians with hyperdiabetes. That's 40% of our country. The number one killer of Bahamians is hypertension. That's about 50 to 60% of the nation. Cancer is also on the rise. I'm not sure what the number is, and nobody can give me the number. But I want to do an experiment. How many of you in here know of somebody who died from cancer, who have cancer? Raise your hand. Most of the church, Pastor. And so, before we can fix our economy, we got to fix our country. We got to fix our health. What we are eating is killing us. What we are importing into this country is killing us. And so we got to make sure the next leadership of this country must make sure that whatever we consume as Bahamians is organic, it's healthy, it's grown in the Commonwealth of the Mountains. And so from the church, we know that our challenge is great. We know we have problems, but we can't keep doing the same thing over and over and expect a different result. And this is why I'm standing before you today. I stood on the same pulpit 20 years ago, many, many years ago, and I said the same thing, and I'm saying it again. It is time for us to take a new direction because we cannot continue along this path. 40% of our country have diabetes, about 50% have hypertension, and probably another 50% have cancer. How do we build a country like that? Broke and sick. And so it is time for us, church, with the help of your pastor, and I know he's been working very, very hard in this community, and I just want to commend him for all the hard work he has done. I have testified and I've seen the young men that he's reached in this community. This is not an easy community, and you can't be soft to be a pastor in this community, pastor. You gotta come tough, like they say. But, we have to reach into all of our communities to be able to pull each other, everyone up, the young men, the young boys. And I thank you for the program that you are doing, helping kids who are, when these kids are bad in school, they have to come and I think pastors of the church to help them to reform them. And that is also commendable. But for us, though, pastor, our job is a very, very hard job because in a few months we're going back to the polls. what we're going to do. We're sick and we're broke. Will we continue along the same path, or will we do something different? God bless.